Is this the greatest compilation album of all time? 100% hits, the best of 96. I frankly don't even know how to introduce this next song because it's great. I love it so much. All I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, the Butthole Surfers. Yes, somehow track 15 on this pop compilation album is Pepper by the Butthole Surfers. The end of disc 1, Pepper is such an insane song because I can't even imagine anybody but maybe me listening to that song over and over again. Despite its Texan origins, the song was a huge hit in Australia and was ranked at number 4 in our yearly music death match, Triple J's Hottest 100 in 1996. Pepper was released as a single in the United States on April 11th, 1996 and was released on the absolutely insanely titled album Electric Larry Land, which I need to get this on vinyl. What an incredible cover. As a child, this song originally scared the shit out of me. It is such a strange mix of amazing production techniques and just weirdness, like the reversed guitar solos, the spoken word lyrics, the ticking clock beat. As I listened to the lyrics as a kid, I knew this was different. I knew this was weird. I knew this was strange, and that in itself made it straight up cool. This was something that cracked open my brain and burrowed deep inside and has never, ever let me go. I've never forgotten about Pepper. This song is the Rosetta Stone for my love of off-kilter bands, songwriting with storytelling, and just weird music in general, whether it's Death Grips, or Negative Land, or JPEG Mafia, or The Avalanches, or The Bedroom Philosopher, or Weird Al Yankovic, or Bluff, or 100 Gex, or literally dozens, if not hundreds of other weird bands that I have fallen in love with. I thank the Butthole Surfers for that alone. The song itself, Pepper, is an insane mix of brilliantly straightforward, almost Hemingway-esque storytelling about a group of folks living and dying in Texas. Our characters all live and suffer these odd maladies and these weird occurrences in their lives, or they're essentially destroying their existence while basically living their worst life possible. I hated doing that. Years later, the band would admit that when they were crafting the song, they were actually trying to write their own version or even a parody of a different artist. According to an interview with Spike TV, the song was meant to parody fellow weird folk rocker himself, Beck. He had a huge hit in 1994 with the song Loser, which I can't even begin to explain how important that song was to me. Anyway, it was important to the Butthole Surfers because they wanted to make their own version of Loser, which also, I guess, explains the lyrics and how they're delivered and also the reverse guitars. Pepper is such an odd little song and such an insane way to end such a pop-heavy compilation disc. But I have to say, thank you for joining me on this journey. I know that these videos have not been that popular, whether you're watching this on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. I just want to thank you for joining me for this journey. I do have to say, because this is literally the last track on disc 1, and before we move to disc 2 next month, here's the full track listing. I'm putting them in front of my face now very slowly of all the tracks that I skipped on this. But if you want me to talk about these tracks, their history, and their relevance, let me know in the comments. Share this with people. That helps out a lot. But I do have to ask one last time.